Good evening. Welcome to the Conservation Commission meeting, Monday, May 17th, 2021. Unfortunately, we cannot have an official meeting, and this is a first for the Conservation Commission that I can ever remember. We do not have a quorum, so we cannot do official business. However, one unofficial or official thing I would like to do is to thank Judy Johnson for 20 plus years of passionate, dedicated work. Thank you, Judy. You've been my backup all along, so we'll miss you. I will miss you. So
yes,
I will too.
Well, you know, it's a passion for me.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, but things change, and so I'm moving along, but I'll stay in touch.
Absolutely. We won't let you go. Jane, is there anything that we can do other than interview the two candidates?
I don't think so. I think that if you interview the candidates, because obviously we need a quorum,
Yeah.
and then the other commissioners can actually watch it on the TV, on FCA TV.
Okay.
And then here's Rich Galemi. The Board of Selectmen are the ones who appoint you anyway, so
Yeah, I realize that.
I don't know
Yeah.
how official
But
your decision will
they
be.
do value our recommendations. So welcome, Rich. Are you on? Do you hear me, Rich?
I don't think you can.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I can hear you. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Stuck with the technical help on my computer, so.
Did you get your grandson in there? Or,
Yeah.
That's what I do. So
That's the smarter way to do it.
yeah. Okay, so with that being said, that we do not have a quorum, I'll take the candidates if they're available. I'll start alphabetically. Joseph, are you on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, could you tell me, tell the commission a little bit about your background and what you'd like to do?
Yeah, so my name's Joe Doolin. I'm 22 years old. I've lived in Foxborough all my life. I went to public school here from elementary to high school. I'm currently a junior at Bridgewater State University in criminal justice, and I have an interest of taking up biology eventually. I've worked in Foxborough all my life. I currently work at the movie theater at Patriot Place, but I've also done a bunch of volunteering work at the Foxborough Food Pantry, as well as the farm stand off of 140.
Okay. Anybody have any questions for Joe? You don't mind me calling you Joe, do you?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
So I have a question, Joe. What are your plans? You'd like to go into biology in the future? What type of biology, or what are you thinking about?
So originally when I went into college, I wanted to do, with my criminal justice degree, I wanted to do something in forensics. And okay. I was originally going to do like a chemistry or biology, wasn't sure, but I kind of lost interest in that. And for my lab, I ended up taking environmental biology. And I had been interested in conservation and environmental issues earlier in my life. But with this class and my professor, William Langbauer, he really influenced my interest in environmental affairs.
Okay, so your biology interest was sparked in college then with this one professor?
I would say heavily, yes, during that time.
Okay, I love when that happens. I always ask this of candidates, how much time do you have to spend as a commissioner? The thing about being on the commission, there's a lot of technical types of things that you have to learn, such as wetland delineations, or at least understanding how wetland delineation is done, and then the Mass Wetland Protection Act regulations, the laws, et cetera. And the Massachusetts Association of Conservation Commissions gives courses to learn those things. So with your schedule, do you have time to devote to additional classwork?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Currently, I'm still furloughed from my job. I think they plan to bring me back in June, but I think it's going to be very limited hours anyway. So I should definitely have time. And currently, I decided to take a fall semester off this coming fall. So I should have plenty of time to focus on that.
Okay. And also we do field work, going out, visiting sites, reviewing plans, that kind of thing. So, all right, I don't have any more questions at this point.
Okay, thank you, Judy. Rich, any comments?
I'm just getting, yeah. No, I guess my concern is just the, you're in school now too?
Yes, I am.
So you're in school and you're working?
Well, I mean, I have no classes for the summer. And like I said, I'm taking next fall off. And I'll have limited hours at my job.
Okay. And you have, what, 1 year left? Is that right?
Yes. Yeah, it should be right about a year, depending on like how many classes I take.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah. One question I have you visited many of the conservation areas in town, or do you know where?
Yeah, I frequently take walks around the Neponset by the Lane property. I live just off of Main Street, and I go into the state forest right by my house. I go for like an hour-long walk through there, and I also frequent around Gavin's Pond, and I look at Brian Cassie's butterfly habitat that he has there.
Okay, very good. Not many people know exactly where it is, so congratulations on finding it. Jane, do you have any questions for him?
No, I think you've asked all the good ones, except
Okay.
Except I was wondering what you did to prepare for this interview. Did you do any kind of research or anything like that? Did you look online? Let me put it that way. On our website.
What I looked at was when I actually wasn't sure what it was to sign up to be on the commission. I just kind of did it. I didn't know there was an opening or anything. I just kind of put my application in. So I looked a little bit on the conservation page and looking at the Massachusetts Wetlands Protection Act and our very own bylaw that we have, stuff like that.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rebecca, are you there? I think can you hear us, Rebecca?
I can hear you. Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
So you've heard the questions for Joseph. Well, start with yourself. What are you doing, and what makes you interested in the Conservation Commission?
Sure. So I'm a Foxborough resident. My family's lived here for about 12 years now. And for about the past 10 years, I've been a stay-at-home mom for my two kids who are both in middle school now. My interest, my background is in biology to begin with. I have a bachelor's degree in biology with really a focus on ecology.
Okay.
I worked in biotech for a decade, but since I've been home with the kids, I've also worked sort of part-time at Moose Hill, leading school educational programs. So schools come in with field trips, and I lead programs on various different sort of environmental education topics. Um, and actually, that's been really great. It's kind of what I always wanted to do, but it's hard to make a living at that. So when I got laid off from biotech, it was an opportunity for me to do something I actually enjoyed. Um, and actually, a friend of mine who works there with me mentioned that there was an opening on the conservation committee and recommended that I put my name in.
Oh,
I'll say
Oh,
I spent a lot of the last few years volunteering heavily in the elementary schools here in town. And now that my kids are older, um, I don't need to do that so much. So I'm kind of looking for something to occupy some of my time. Um, so that being said, as far as time goes, I'm hopeful that I'll be able to work some at Moose Hill now that we're getting past COVID a bit. But even that is just per diem. It's a very flexible schedule. So it leaves me a lot of time to do stuff for the commission.
okay. And I'll ask Judy's question about the MACC. Do you have time to take the courses to get up to speed on some of the things?
Yep, I definitely would. Like I said, my kids are a bit older now. They don't require as much hands-on effort on my part. And since I'm really only working a bit per diem, I'll have plenty of time.
I'm sorry, Judy, did I steal your thunder?
No, that's okay. I mean, to tell you the truth, that's how I started with the commission too. I waited until my kids got to be a certain age, and then I decided I had enough time to be able to devote to the commission, because it does require some commitment of time. Sometimes more than others, and the Mass Conservation Association of Conservation Commission classes are very spread out, but there's visits, site visits, then sometimes research, sometimes writing letters, just all kinds of things can come up. Working with Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, doing vernal pool workshops, that kind of thing. So, I think the time being, the time commitment is important, and being able to attend meetings too. So it sounds like both of you are, have that ability and flexibility in your schedule to be able to do that.
Rich, any questions, comments?
No, not really. I think you've covered what I would get into. No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Rebecca, I'll go back to you. Have you visited many of the conservation sites in town, or where they are? Or...
I do. I visited, definitely spent some time at the Lane property, and actually I live over by Lakeview Pavilion. And,
okay.
I would say the main reason we purchased our house was because there's trail access to the state forest at the end of our road. And being able to walk in the woods every day was really important to us. So I'm very familiar with sort of the town conservation land that abuts right at the end of Forest Road by
Okay.
Dam.
Upper Dam and all of that area.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Jane, any comments?
I actually started as a conservation commissioner in my town because I was a stay-at-home mom for several years. And it was a great opportunity to learn more things and get involved with the town. And I did the same sort of stuff you did. I used to bring buckets full of swamp creatures in for the kids in the elementary school to play with. And they called me the turtle lady and things like that. So it was great fun. I think that would be a great opportunity for you. Do you work at Moose Hill Audubon or something like that? Because I saw an association with that.
Yes. So I work as a teacher naturalist at Moose Hill, although I was furloughed a year ago.
All right. I did that too.
Yeah, without the schools
I did that too. So what have you done? I'll ask you the same question. What sort of things have you done to prepare for the meeting, for the interview?
So similar to Joe, I checked out the website and a lot of the links over the past week. I was both impressed and maybe a little overwhelmed at the amount of work it seems that you guys do. There's a lot to cover. So I read up on the Wetlands Act and our bylaws. I spent quite a bit of time this morning checking out that map that shows all the vernal pools because uh,
Sort
there
of.
are so many like possible ones. It kind of sucked me in for a while.
That's good. We love vernal pools.
We do love vernal pools, and the kids love them too.
Mhm.
And I was going to say something, but I don't remember what. Never mind. That sounds good that you looked up that information. I appreciate that. Oh, I know. What I was going to say to both of you and to Joe is, when I was a conservation commissioner in my town, and then I became the conservation agent, and I asked a friend of mine who I knew would be a good placement to become a member. I asked her to be a member because she was into all these things, and she was very, very, very smart. And I said, now, Anne Marie, you're going to feel kind of dumb for about a year, and because there's a lot to learn. And so, but don't feel bad. And so she kind of rolled her eyes, and I don't think she believed me. And then about a year later, she said, "Boy, Jane, I'm sure glad you told me that." Because there is a lot to learn. And that's one of the things that makes it interesting, is there's so many different aspects to this kind of a commission and the things that they do. That's why I like my job.
And you have to be a good listener to decipher what the engineer is trying to tell you and what he's actually telling you, or when they're making a presentation. So that's very critical because as Judy will tell you, they kind of stretch when they can. So we have to be very aware of what's going on. So that's
Good to be prepared.
yes, a good listener helps. So anything else?
I don't have anything. Would you each like to say anything else?
I think I'm
Joe?
all set.
Okay.
All set?
All right. Well, thank you both.
Can I say, Christina had asked me to mention, Christina from the Selectman's Office.
Okay.
Anybody who doesn't get picked for the commission, the Cultural Council, there's a lady on the Cultural Council who's doing a conservation passport program, and they're looking for volunteers for that.
Oh, okay. Very good. Thank you, Diana, for that. And how is that program going? Do you have any idea? I know she's visited all of the sites that she wants to expose or put out there, but has any progress been made as far as the work for it yet?
I can tell you about that.
Okay.
I just got back from vacation today after a week, but they're going gangbusters on the program. There's an artist involved who's drawn up some really beautiful pictures of some of the creatures. They're going to have, I can't remember what they call them, but basically sponsored animals at each of the different conservation areas. For example, the Naponton Reservoir is known to have bald eagles, and so that's going to be one of their creatures. So they're going forward on that, and I believe that they did I should know this, but I'm not certain. They did have FCATV film them at, I think it was Greeley's Pond recently, or they're going to be doing that.
Okay.
And I think maybe I haven't forwarded you guys all the stuff that I have. Maybe you don't want it, but we've been going back and forth quite a bit. They're really going gangbusters.
Good. What's their target date for that it's this summer, isn't it?
I think they are planning to have an opening in June. I want to say like June 20th at the
Okay,
Lane property. No, 26th at the Lane property. They want to have an opening ceremony.
Okay. good. So we're making progress. We should get some good feedback from that. So
Yeah, Nicole is running with it. Before I went away on vacation, she was emailing me every few minutes, it seemed.
all right, thank you. Anything else? Anybody wants to just make some general comments? All right, I guess with that, the non-meeting is over.
Bob, you might want to tell the potential candidates, we're going to have the other members watch this on video before we make any
Okay.
decisions.
All right. I think they just heard you. So no need to repeat. And we do have one other candidate that was unable to be here tonight. So we will interview hers at our next meeting as well. And we should have a decision shortly after that. So, and Judy, will you still be available for our next meeting since we do not have a replacement for you yet?
What is the date of that meeting? Let me go get my calendar.
Okay.
Squeeze it every last minute out of Judy.
Yeah.
It's June 14th, right, Diana?
Yes.
Oh,
June
the next
14th.
meeting is June 14th?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, I won't be an official member at June 14th.
Technically, you can be a member up to June 30th.
Oh, really? Oh, darn.
Nice try.
Don't you want to get in on Garrett's plane?
I'm only
Wade?
kidding.
Yes, I know.
We're going to let you go kicking and screaming.
I can attend that meeting, yes.
Fantastic. And we will have a quorum if I have to beat the members to get there or not. We will have a quorum on June 14th. So thank you one and all for
Okay.
And thank you, Rebecca and Joe, for your interest, and we'll keep in touch. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep. Bye-bye now. Lee.
Oh, looks like Bob left.
Yeah, or is the
I guess
meeting
we're
over?
going. I guess we
No,
really
we
are
can tell,
going, yeah.
we can tell Mike, we're all done. We don't have a quorum, so this is it.
Sounds good. We would
All
want
right.
to post it on the website on the cable access anyway, though.